I fought the law and the law won. Fishwax Show.
Do tell, Nathan.
You're welcome, America.
I knew you had those talents, but now the world knows.
Well, the thing about it is this. I was thinking about this the other day. If you can sing good, the pressure is to stay good.
Could you sing well?
If you can almost sing good, the pressure is to get better. If you can't sing at all, there's no pressure.
None.
Put me in whatever category you think I should.
Just go to American Idol if you can't sing at all. Or is it even called that anymore? I don't care.
So, law.
We're talking about
officers.
Not us fighting the law.
We respect you, but we got some stories.
Yeah, and like I said, this is not us losing against the law. We're going to talk about other people's, right?
Are we?
I don't know.
Whatever. You started.
I fight the law. I'm doing that stuff.
Okay.
I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Me too.
So I have a not so funny tale, I guess, really. I was at GameStop,
right.
And this was down in Charlotte. It was a good part of town, but it was like right next to a not so good part of town. So occasionally those people would come down.
Let's cause some trouble.
And 3 weeks before this, we had been held up. This apparently was like a ring because he went to a couple different GameStops. There was like 2 of them. And gunpoint held him up. So we thought it was done, but no, they came back 3 weeks later and got me at our store.
Got you? Like shot you?
No, I didn't get shot. Okay. But I will tell you, there's not many things you want to relive more than somebody pulling a gun in your face. That's one of those things like you can't unsee and unlive.
You don't want to relive it.
No, and even though it's like I knew he wasn't going to pull the trigger, that's not what he was there for. It's still there, right? So yeah, and I kind of was like, you do like the don't look at him, thing. Here it is. Whatever you need. They were like professional because they knew we can open the safe. They weren't yelling. It was very calm. So that part was cool. But it's like, yeah, rounds up everybody in the store, takes us back to the back room. They're like, can you go in the back and lock yourself? I was like, yep, whatever you need. Whatever you need. So they just took what was in the register. I don't know if they even took any product or not. I mean, you would think they'd get a couple systems or something, but no, they just won the cash, get out quick, keep your hands where you can see them. We waited a few minutes. We knew they were gone, called the police. It was very cordial, but yeah.
Yeah.
Even talking about it just kind of brings it right back to, quite a few
So
tears.
they did get caught.
Yeah, a few weeks later they finally got
Justice.
caught. I mean, but we had cameras, so it's not like we're not going to find them.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I mean, if they were really cool super thieves, they'd be like, shoot at the cameras.
They didn't think about it, apparently.
They're thinking about that. They're in jail now.
Man! Shut the camera!
Figured out now.
Only 4. So, yeah, that was
They're probably in jail watching the show saying, there's the guy.
I knew it. It wasn't me, dude. I didn't put you in jail.
You did it.
You did the crime. You're doing the time.
Hopefully you've reformed and you're nice now. So subscribe.
So hopefully you didn't. I know you have a perhaps more humorous tale. Mine wasn't very funny, but...
So, about it getting a gun pointed at me?
Yes. It's always funny, right?
I've had a gun pointed at me a couple times, but I'll tell this one because it's more humorous. So, I worked at the book warehouse.
A book warehouse.
We would ship books out to people when they ordered them on Amazon and other places.
Right. So that's how Amazon started.
Yeah. And our mutual friend Chad, whom you probably don't think exists because we talk about him. He's kind of like Bigfoot. We talk about him, but nobody ever sees him because he won't come on the show.
He's not real.
But anyway, he was in the Middle East fighting for our freedom at that time. So I was one of the guys.
Not by choice. It's just where they said.
Find it, yeah. Anyway, thank you, Chad, for your service. Anyway, so I was one of the people that came in early. He used to come in early with me, but not him. So there were 2 people in our warehouse at that time. The owner, the boss, the big boss man.
Boss man.
We have sort of a problem here.
And me. And there's, of course, an alarm system at the place.
Yeah, of course.
It got set off by me, accidentally. But then the boss turned it off. He's like, oh, it's cool, no problem. So he goes in his office doing all boss things, and I go out there doing my job, scanning books, all this kind of stuff. And I'm I come out, there's all these big shelves, where the books are, so you can't see what's going on until you come out the shelf. I came out this row, and all of a sudden this dude's like, "Fish!"
Drop the gun. You are under arrest.
And he's got a gun on me, and it is a police officer. And so I'm holding this thing in my hand, which looks very much like a gun itself, to scan the books. So somehow I thought the right thing to do was like, whoosh, and threw it in a tub of books over here. He's like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "I work here." He's like, "Sir, I work here." "I don't believe you. Get out." So I got to get
You
on
look
my
like a
knees.
punk. Let me go ahead and shoot you a couple times to make sure.
I was bald at the time. He would have had pity on me if I had long hair. Bald punk stealing books. So he's like, I don't think he was yelling quite that much, but
We don't take kindly to book stealers.
she was being forceful with me. So he cuffs me. I'm like, "I work here, but the boss is in the office." He's like, "We'll find out. We'll see." So he cuffs me, and then I go into the office with my boss. I'm like, "Hey, look, he's cuffed me here." And he was like, and that was the moment when he's like, "Here's my choice. What do I say?"
Oh,
He's
man.
like, I laughs for a minute,
Yeah.
and then there's that moment of suspense. He's like, "He works for me. It's fine."
You're like, you had that 5 minute long, still like, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's like, "You don't have to give me a raise. Just get me out of these cuffs." So, very exciting morning there at the book warehouse.
So there was actually not a perp. You just accidentally set off the alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it never happened again. I was much more careful with the alarm system after that.
That's awesome. We definitely accidentally set it off at Blockbuster a time or two. They were, 2 or 3 minutes. We had 2 officers there. I don't know how long your delay was.
I just went to work,
Right.
and all of a sudden,
I think by the time I got down, they were like, "Hey, you set off on." We made them outside. "Sorry, fellas." That's not bad. So this was one time. Did you ever actually have it pulled on you by a actual criminal?
no.
Okay.
No.
Just an actual cop.
Just a cop, yeah.
No. That's cool. You don't work at the bookstore anymore. Or book,
I do not.
Book
Nope.
warehouse.
No.
But it's still a thing, right?
It is gone out of business.
Amazon.
It's gone out of business like 10 years ago is when it went out of business.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So
So this is not like last year.
no need to cry.
All right. Well, tell your sob story of how you fought the law and lost, or didn't fight, however you want to look at it. Well, we may listen. We may reply. I doubt it. Like and subscribe. Fishwax Show.